In a small apartment on the edge of town, 10-year-old Tommy's world had changed forever. Just 3 months ago, his father's sudden passing left an emptiness that couldn't be filled, and bills that couldn't be paid. His mother, Sarah, worked 2 jobs, but it wasn't enough. The rent was overdue, and their kitchen cabinets echoed with emptiness. Tommy would lie awake at night hearing his mother's muffled sobs through the thin walls. He'd watch her skip meals, saying she wasn't hungry just so he could eat the last pieces of bread. The weight of their situation pressed heavily on his young shoulders. One cold morning, while his mother was at work, Tommy made a decision. With trembling hands, he wrote a note. "Mom, gone to help, don't worry." He grabbed an empty cardboard box from the recycling and headed to the busy downtown streets. His voice was barely a whisper at first. "Please, can you spare some food?" The crowds rushed past, a blur of coats and briefcases. Hours passed and his throat grew hoarse. Some people glanced his way, quickly averting their eyes. Others muttered about calling services or where are his parents. The sun began to set, casting long shadows across the sidewalk. Tommy's box remained empty, save for a half-eaten sandwich someone had tossed his way. His feet ached and his spirit was breaking. In a world full of people, he'd never felt so invisible. A businessman walked past, then stopped, turned around, looked at Tommy with eyes that reminded him of his father's. "Son," he said, "when was the last time you ate?" And for the first time that day, someone actually listened to Tommy's story. The stranger didn't just give him food. He called Tommy's mother, helped connect them with local food banks, and even helped his mother find a better-paying job. Sometimes it takes just one person to care to change everything. But Tommy never forgot those hours on the street, the feeling of being unseen. Years later, he would open a soup kitchen in that same neighborhood, ensuring no child would have to beg for what should be a basic right, a meal to fill their hungry stomach. Remember, in our busy lives, it's easy to look away, to assume someone else will help. But sometimes we need to be that someone else, because hunger doesn't just affect strangers, it affects our neighbors, our community, our humanity.